Hello, everyone. It's it's an honor to be here with you. I'm particularly delighted and humbled to share some of the things that we do regarding an economy based on social values. It's a topic on which we are really passionate at Sodexo. At Sodexo, we believe that an economy based on social values is an economy that has humanity at its core. We are convinced that placing people at the heart of the business strategy is the only way to create lasting value. Because, innovation, digital, financial strategy, all these are pointless if they aren't backed up by a long-term vision where you ensure that you contribute to the development of people and the development of communities. Let me take some example on how at Sodexo we embark in this journey. I'll take particularly some examples related to how we develop our employees and create good jobs. Let me introduce to you Souleymane Gueye. Souleymane Gueye arrived in France in 2007, coming from Senegal. And he started working at Sodexo in 2009 as a dishwasher. Over many years, through our employee development program that is accessible to all our employees regardless of their level in the hierarchy, he got a training. He got a certification. He became a kitchen hand. And then he became, today, a cook in our sites in Paris, with more to come. Let me introduce you as well to Jessica. Jessica joined Sodexo in 2008 in Australia as an account payable employee. Throughout her time at Sodexo, we've supported her ambition through training, coaching, mentoring to support her to reach the position where she is today. She is a Sodexo operations manager working with an international oil and gas company. Without this combined effort and support, without this win-win partnership, can you imagine how difficult it could have been for her to enter in this typically male-dominated industry? Here is Frank Zhu Li. He was one of our first Sodexo employees in China. He started his career in 1995 as a food service worker. Today, he is the CEO of our benefits and reward services in China. So you'll say, yeah, sure, there are lots of stories existing in these big companies. And you're right. However, at Sodexo, Jessica, Frank, and Souleymane are only three of thousands of development stories. At Sodexo, we do employee development at scale, and it is an intrinsic part of our purpose. To achieve that, you need to trust people. You need to accompany them. You need to support them when they fail. Every day, we value the individual commitment of our employees. We know that it's their commitment, their engagement, their contribution, their development that sets Sodexo apart and gives us a competitive advantage. And I believe that these words carry even more weight when you know that most of our jobs employ low-qualified people. This is Pierre Bellon. Pierre Bellon created Sodexo in 1966. At that time, this small entrepreneur had a strong belief about the real composition of a successful business. In 1968, he described the company as the community of its employees, its clients, its consumers, and its shareholders. That was 50 years ago, during post-war times of rising capitalism. At this time, this was certainly a way to think differently. At a moment where shareholder returns were the biggest expectations in capitalism. Against this trend, Pierre Bellon had a vision of how a federation of a collective of internal and external stakeholders could together create value, share it, and grow. And through this responsible growth, have the capacity to address each stakeholder expectations, which are often conflicting. And I believe that this is particularly because of this vision that we grew so fast and so much, being today the 19th largest private employer in the world, with 420,000 employees. It is because Pierre Bellon was not a predator, but a catalyst of social value creation and sharing. Sodexo was born with a conviction that economic progress and human progress converge when people's quality of life is key for companies and society. Today, our people work in 80 countries, in office buildings, in hospitals, in schools, universities, in prisons, at remote sites, and with people in their home. They provide more than 100 services which improve the quality of life of the 75 million people we serve. Today, social values remain a key part of our business strategy, our plans and our decision-making. It's particularly important and relevant as many of the jobs that we create, as I said earlier, are low-qualified jobs. So, creating good jobs is another way in which we live the principle of a social value business. We do this because having a good job means more than taking home a paycheck. It means acquiring status and making a contribution to society. It means taking pride in being able to support one's family. It means being able to afford the cost of medical treatment or of sending one's children to school. It means expanding the range of possibilities for employees as well as for their loved ones. As an employer, it means thinking beyond the employee and addressing the needs of his or her personal family and community. Most importantly, a good job is lived and experienced when there is both respect and equal opportunity. In a company like Sodexo, that has humanity at its heart, we know that a good job is a job where people feel respected and included, regardless of the position they hold in a company. Whether you're a cleaner, a manager, a dishwasher, or a director, our ethical principles are simple and embraced by our employees. Today, 50 years after Sodexo's creation, this principle of respect for people forms an integral part of who we are. And we don't want to compromise on that. We believe as well that understanding the importance of creating good jobs directly within a company and also indirectly within its suppliers is also a fundamental element of the actions of a responsible company. At Sodexo, we've long believed that small and medium businesses can play a crucial role in the creation of jobs and the development of local economies. We've always worked with local suppliers, and 4 years ago, we've launched a supply chain inclusion program, which incentivizes Sodexo entities to sustainably include more SMEs, more small and medium enterprises, among their suppliers. This program has been already deployed in 39 countries. It benefits organizations as diverse as a farm in Angola, a small maintenance company in the United States, an organic vegetable farm in France. We've chosen to support small and medium enterprises with an exemplary record of diversity and inclusion. In North America, we work with 3,500 small and medium enterprises that promote diversity or that are managed by people with disabilities. Small businesses created by women are also primary candidates for this initiative. Of course, Sodexo also needs strong and sustainable major suppliers and partners, like Unilever, which we also are proud to serve as a client. And I think this reinforces the concept of a balance within a community of business partners. Last but not least, Sodexo is a listed company, but the founding family steals a controlling majority. Maintaining our financial independence has been one of our group's fundamental principles. Our independence allows us to maintain our focus, maintain our values, think about the long term, maintain management continuity, train and develop our people, and ensure longevity. As the world continues to undergo a process of profound transformation, the time has come for us, all of us, to rethink our traditional business models. The challenge for both society and the business community is one and the same. Let me ask a few questions also, to which we don't have all the answers. How can we sustainably ensure that more and more businesses combine performance with social values? Can we create and secure good jobs? But how should we manage employees who continuously underperform? How do we reconcile action that have an adverse impact, not just on the individual, but more widely within the community? How does an organization like Sodexo, a people management company, reconcile the advance and introduction of automation and robotics alongside its responsibilities as a company that has people and humanity at its heart? Are we able to identify new resources and ways to develop our businesses to foster growth that is more harmonious, more long-term in its thinking, and more focused on social values? I believe we can. At Sodexo, we do everything we can to achieve this. We strive to be exemplary. Of course, we don't always succeed, but when we fail, we try again. Because when people have an inner fire, a determination, and most importantly, a passion to contribute to a bigger purpose, when people have a deep felt desire to make a difference, when organizations are made up of such people who are united by common values, share this fire and passion, then people progress, organizations perform, and social values is achieved. Thank you.